Hey guys, what's going on? Welcome to another video. Hope you're doing well today. So, in this video we're going to be talking about an experience I had today actually. We were doing a bit of fame farming out in the black zone as we do. We're only a little 3-man group. We thought, you know what, if we die, we die. We were running like 6 gear. We weren't running anything too important. We actually came against a 5-man group. There was a heavy mace, a holy healer, a curse, a carrion, and a clarent. We had Shiggity running nature because you know Shiggity always runs nature. Blinkz on glaive, and me playing clarent. And we meet up with this team in a second. So we actually saw this dead body here and thought it was a bit suspicious. It actually had like loot on him, which we thought was really weird. So I'm just going to talk you through what happened. Basically, it's really simple. So we see them here. Blinkz goes down to investigate. I pull back. Shig pulls back a little bit. We're not really here to screw around. We're not here to cause trouble. We weren't here to die. Basically, we weren't here to just throw ourselves in. And this is obviously a nasty choke point that we don't want to fight in. So Blinkz has a little bit of time to investigate. We see the heavy mace. We get an inspect off. That was me actually going forward. Then I go a click on one of them and inspect. And they push up the choke. They realise we're only 3 against 5. So we spread. We see a heavy mace. First thing we see, and this is huge. Every part of this is huge, and this is why we won this fight. Spoilers: we won the fight. We saw a heavy mace. Look at us. We split. We were in a triangle. Okay, we've got space. The guy came in with a huge snare charge out of nowhere that hit no one. Okay, and that's thing number 1 that allowed us to win this fight. Second thing, look at Blinkz's position right now, right? He's just flung that curse. Now, again, a little bit more of a spoiler. This curse is out of this fight now for almost the remainder of the fight. I will actually mention a little bit later when he comes back into the fight, but right now, this is it. He's just out of the fight. He really gets screwed over by these mobs. As you can see, look at the damage he takes. He really has to pop a defensive. I go and put some pressure on him as well. Blinkz and Shig fall back. No one is focusing me right now. Everyone pops offensives, defenses. The knockback comes out onto the frontliners of these guys. I pop my resistance potion because they put a little bit of pressure into me. Now, Curse is completely out of the fight. This is a 3v5. So it's now a 3v4 in our eyes, okay? The curse is out of the fight, we don't have to worry about him for now. We know he's still around, we know that he's still going to be an issue we need to deal with, but right now that isn't something we need. I click on here, the first thing I click onto is the healer is running Holy Beam. Okay, if I can get an interrupt on that, that's a lot of his healing gone. So that's a big thing that I'm looking at. Second thing is they're putting a lot of pressure onto me and a lot of pressure onto Shiggity, which means Blinkz here is able to just sit and put some serious damage out. I'm just building up my stacks at the moment, but everyone's quite grouped. So that was the Mighty Swing. So we used the Mighty Swing with the Forest of Spears, and 3 members are low now. Even through that Holy Beam, Turin is still very low. We know at this point if we play safe, we can be smart. Now I get a sticky potion here. I didn't actually see Blinkz's at the time, but he throws one just to stop some incoming damage. We kite around it a little bit, and I dive onto this healer. I realise we do get a little bit of a lag in the middle of this, but I've realised that if we sit on this healer, I can get an interrupt onto the Holy Beam, and he's just going to melt. And again, look at the damage we do to him. So at this point, Shiggity's up here. He's got like 30-40% mana. This is the curse just coming back into the fight, by the way. So we put him out of the fight for like 50 seconds. It was ridiculous how long he was out of the fight for. But Shiggity has 40-ish% mana. Blinkz has like, well, we can see Blinkz has 373 health. I have just a bit higher. Like, we all have very low health. Shig's not got much mana, but they don't have a healer. So at this point, Shig was calling and saying, look, you need to be ready to heal us. And in a second, Shig does something very smart that every healer should know how to do. There we go. So what he did is he pressed E and cancelled it. He told us, he didn't even have to say it. He pointed it out to us. That, look, this is the circle of healiness, get into it. And as second as he does it, look, me and Blinkz turn around, Blinkz gets a huge heal off. I've popped, so big thing to say, Shig also called that he had Blinkz. At that point I went, right, okay, Blinkz is safe, I'm low health. Popped my Inferno Shield and Gigantify at the same time. Didn't really have any reduce stacks on me, so the AoE heal didn't do too much. And 4 people are on top of me right now. So I'm going to keep going with this fight. The Forest of Spears comes in from Blinkz. He's now really, really healthy. I take an armor pierce. I'm kiting away from the melee with my 3 stacks at the moment. Chop 1 down. So that's another 1 down. The stealth comes onto me at the back, and I've already called it, and I'm so low. They could have got me quite easily then, but Shig said, fine, we've got you. And again, we now just chase the tank down. So just to watch that fight back again, I'm going to just play it back without really talking too much or stopping it. Let's play it for like there. We're going to do it again. Not really going to talk about it too much. I'm not going to really stop it too much. I'll talk through the fight, but basically we've played this fight because we played mechanical. We kited at the right times. We fought at the right times. We positioned very, very well, and this is something you can win a handicap fight. They were in 6, we were in 6-6-1. Like I have 8 master at this time. I had 8 mastery, 1 specialization into Clarent. Like that was it. I had nothing. Blinkz has a lot of specialization into glaive. Shig's good at nature, like got a lot of specialization into nature. But I have nothing into swords, yet we still all did a huge amount in this fight. So I'm going to play it again. I'm going to talk everyone through it. I'm not going to stop it anymore. But yeah, it was a fun fight. Don't run away from fights. You can fight this. If we'd have run away from this, they'd have chased into us. He'd have got another snare charge or another sprint, and at least 1 or 2 of us would have died for no real reason. But anyway, guys. So, first thing first, again, we see that huge snare charge, everyone's splitting up, the fling into the mobs, and this just eliminates the curse from the fight. We also see the curse running sickle, which means we can just kite away from them dot stacks. Blinkz takes a little bit of damage at the start, as well as Shig, takes a lot of damage from the offensive cooldowns of just the game, but able to just knock them away and survive it. Guskey, doing this as a caster now. I take a lot of damage there, pop a CC resistance pot, just so I can actually survive. A lot of pressure coming out with the Forest of Spears and the Mighty Swing. The double sticky potion about to come down. I get pulled into the sticky potion, but I'm just building my stacks right now, waiting for another burst. He whiffs his Mighty Swing there, and so do I, unfortunately, just because of the lag. As you can see, I did it there. But Wally, the healer, taking so much damage. Forest of Spears coming out, the demonic coming out from the curse. This is him just re-entering the fight right now, and the healer is already dead. Me and Blinkz are so low here. The Morgana Raven comes out, and that was actually their cleanse as well. Shiggity doing that fake cast to E to tell us to come back. I pop all of my defensives so Blinkz can be topped, and that was just so much damage coming out from the next AoE pressure from me, as well as the Forest of Spears from Blinkz. The force field knocking everyone away. The stealth coming out to try and execute me, but the next Well of Life comes out, and this is a cleanup from Tetra and us guys. Very good fight, very fun fight. Interesting just to see this perspective. It's open world, it's a little bit different, has different rules to a Hellgate. It actually has similar rules to a Hellgate, but has different rules to a GVG. Hope you guys enjoyed something like this. I can get more of this footage if it's something you're interested in. Maybe not just with me. If you guys have some, feel free to send it to me. Other than that, guys, thank you for watching, and catch you later. Goodbye.